Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here with us tonight. This is a moment of celebration of the unity and solidarity, but the celebrations of the New Year's will soon be over, and the period of instability is coming. And the instability that looks like elections campaigns. And that worries me, because the war in Ukraine rages on. Yet a lot of politicians and experts are speaking about the victory. Well, I'm asking myself, is that what we see in Ukraine looks like victory? Does that looks like winning to you? Because to me, it doesn't. The missiles are falling down every day. Today, they took life of 7 people and more than 50 people got injured. And still, many children will not come back home, and many children will forget that they are Ukrainians. And in the West, the same war is still rages on. Maybe it doesn't look the same way. There are cyber attacks, there are information attacks, there are bribery of politicians, there is economic blackmail, but it is the same war that extends across border. Yet again, not everyone in Europe realizes that. And if you don't know you are at war, how are you planning on winning it? That's the situation we are in, and a lot of generals, army generals, NATO generals are speaking about it and saying that actually the military action of Russia against the further European states is possible. And if that happens, what awaits Europe? Occupation, filtration camps, full mobilization, mass murders. And if you don't believe it is possible in your borders, we did not believe it is possible in our borders 2 years ago. If you don't believe, it could be even less tragic, but long-term Europe would lose. Just imagine full support for totalitarian leaders who can fulfill promises, who can do what they promise to their people. Totalitarian leaders unite to paralyze the West, to paralyze the decision-making in the West, here in the European bubble, here in Brussels as well. But we can change things. The future is in our hands. In the past few weeks, I was going to different receptions of different political parties of Belgium to see what they say about Ukraine and to hear them. And you know what? I'm very disappointed because they barely talk about Ukraine. That's scary. We cannot afford Ukrainian defeat, and we cannot afford leaders who do not talk about Ukraine to their electorate. We cannot afford political leaders who do not focus on security, on winning. And that is why I'm so grateful for everyone for being here and supporting such organizations as ours all around the world. And with your support, we can raise awareness, we can collect funds needed to amass resources to make Ukraine win. And I would like to take you a little bit to the results of our work in the past 2 months, especially our advocacy work. We organized a lot of conferences, events, roundtables, and our signature event that we organized thanks to Konrad Adenauer Stiftung in the European Parliament, thanks to the Secretary General of the European Parliament and the President. It's the Ukraine Leads event, advocacy event, where we signed the manifesto to put Ukraine on the agenda of the European elections. And I am calling on all of you to join this manifesto and sign this manifesto. All the Ukrainian civil society organizations have signed the manifesto, those around Europe, and you are very welcome to do this too. And if you want to do it, please come back to me. There are our team members. You can come to them and you can just drop a line and we will put your name under the manifesto. Further, I would like the slideshow. I don't know whether the But if Vasil is here, we need to put this. So the demonstration, our demonstration work, the work of the demonstration team, we organized in the past 2 years more than 200 demonstrations calling for thousands of people to support Ukraine. And on the 25th of February, we need you once again, 25th of February, 11 o'clock, here near the North Station. We gather to march in the unity of Ukraine and to put Ukraine on the agenda of the European and Belgian elections. Please be there. If every one of you is there and brings 10 people, we will be around 500 already, and there will be 1,000. We need 10,000 and we need 100,000. We need European leaders to see that we are many and that Ukraine matters. And further, the fundraising. In the 2 years, we collected more than 400,000 euro for humanitarian aid. We bought ambulances, we bought life-saving equipment, the bulletproof vests, cars, generators, helmets. We brought veterans to Brussels, we organized children camp, we put the point of resilience in Kyiv. You see, this is the point of resilience where the people in Kyiv who lost electricity at home can come here and get some electricity, some warm drinks, some internet. And this point of resilience was established thanks to the European Parliament's Football Cup, to the Secretary General who supported this initiative, and also thanks to the Brussels Mayor Closet. We also are now collecting funds for the ambulance that next month I'm taking with me to Ukraine. I'm taking it to Kyiv, to Odessa. This ambulance costs 10,000 euro and we are collecting funds for it. If you are willing to help me cover the costs, you're very welcome to donate. There are donation QR codes all over there and our stand also on our website. That would be very helpful. So please do not forget these 3 things are very important for us. You sign the manifesto, you join our demonstrations, and you donate to promote Ukraine or to any other organization that you feel doing great things. They are little and we feel they don't matter, but they do. This is the drop in the ocean, but every drop matters because every drops or unity of those drops makes this ocean possible. Democracy needs teeth. Democracy and freedom is not a gift. People died for democracy and freedom. The former generations died. And we owe this to them to defend it. We owe it to our children to defend it, to the next generations. So, to defend democracy, what it means to us, to defend Ukraine and to make Ukraine win the war as soon as possible. And the victorious Ukraine, how does it look to us? The victorious Ukraine is Ukraine that controls its skies. Victorious Ukraine is Ukraine that gets its territories back, that returns its people, the prisoners of war, that returns its children, and all the children get back their identity and they know they are Ukrainian. That Ukrainians get justice, the Ukrainians, those families of the fallen get justice that looks so distant and almost impossible today. The victorious Ukraine is the one that gets Russia regret, that gets Russians regret what they have done. And the victorious Ukraine is the one that gets Europe that strong that it is never threatened again. Ladies and gentlemen, in this election season, I call on all of you to put Ukraine in the focus. We must educate the electorate, and if political leaders do not lead, let us lead the political leaders. We need all of you in this battle. So once again, sign the manifesto, join our demonstrations, especially the one on the 25th of February, and donate to promote Ukraine or any other Ukrainian organization you trust to help Ukrainians. And you are not alone. I want to show you who is on our side, who stands with us. Roberta Metsola, the President of European Parliament. stands by our cause. Oliver Lübke, the President of European Economic Social Committee, stands with us.
Russia will not break the walls between Ukraine and European civil society. Together we will strengthen this bridge. We will stand with Ukraine more than ever.
The former president of European Economic Social Committee, Krista Schwenk, who helped us organize the first Ukraine Leads Forum, the Advocacy Forum, last year. Pina Picerno, the Vice President of European Parliament. Dubravka Šuica, Vice President of European Commission. Vlad Georg, who is here today with us, member of the European Parliament. Petra Sestrevicius, who is here today with us, the member of the European Parliament. Mark Demesmaeker, who was the member of European Parliament, member of Senate. Benoit Lucen, the member of European Parliament. We have here Philippe Closet, who helped us with a lot of things, with the point of resilience, with the chalet on the Christmas market, and with giving us the space for Ukrainian refugees cross here on Boulevard Émile Jacquemin. If you see the place, white and blue, it's our place that was given to us by Philippe Closet. The mayor of Ixelles, Christos Bulkeridis. Georges Denman, member of the Belgian Parliament, with whom I'm going to Odessa next month. And Samuel Kogolati, the member of Belgian Parliament. Els Ampe, the senator, Belgian senator. Here you see the Prime Minister of Belgium, and you see Stephanie de Ooze, who is the President of the Senate, and the Chargée d'Affaires, Natalia Anoshina. And our corporate partners, of course, Meta, Partena, Mood, Microsoft, King Bedouin Foundation, Holland House, Accent, Luxembourg, Brussels has supported us for several months with the food. Circular Brussels, shareholders gave us spaces, Konrad Adenauer Foundation, and I also, I'm very proud to say that Brussels Airlines is also by our side. We have here representative of Brussels Airlines. Thank you for this.